What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, we're not talking about Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, COD 2017. Instead, we're gonna go a little bit back into the past here, back a couple of years now at this point, and talk about something that many of you might not even know about to this day. And that's something that is a little bit of a secret, or rather unreleased camo that I was doing some research for another video, and I stumbled upon this. And I totally remembered hearing about this back in the day, but I never touched on it because my channel just really wasn't all that together back then. At the time, I wasn't really too focused on that kind of stuff, but this is just something that is cool little trivia that I want to share with you guys. It's a little bit of an unreleased, maybe forgotten camo within Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty in general. Now, this camo, entitled the Massacre Camo, was part of Black Ops 2 and it was in the game files. And for the longest time, people thought it would be DLC, and that is a very rightful explanation and theory behind it because, as we know, there are every single year camos that get unreleased at the time of launch of a game, and they finally end up making their way out as of recently through the black market, the quartermaster, things like that, and supply drops where camos are not necessarily given as a whole, but rather sometimes to specific weapons, sometimes to specific categories, things like that. And the way that I envision it in my mind is that it kind of branches it off like a camo family tree, if you will, where it's just something that takes them, breaks it apart, and makes it a little bit more rare for each camo. But back in the day, we got camos that were in the game code but were released to everybody via either paid DLC or just for free. And that was something that when you saw these camos in the game files, it really wasn't anything to be out of the ordinary. You could almost expect them to come at some point in time, but the difference with this one is that this was never released. And as we sit here and talk about this in this video, it is currently, of past and previous games, one of two camos that have been listed and reported as being the only ones that have ever been air quote cut or unreleased from a game in its entirety. I can do a video on another one if you guys want, but all in all, it is something that is super out of the ordinary and something that never saw the light of day, really. And honestly, if you look up gameplay videos of it, they're almost non-existent. They're really tough to find, if you find any at all. I think there's like one on YouTube. And for that one, huge shout out to I'm Jarny. The screenshots that you're gonna be seeing on screen now are actually from that video, so massive shout out and credit to him here with this. But the camo itself is rather interesting looking. I think it's a very dark, a gritty camo. We saw a lot of dark and gritty camos within Black Ops 2, and there were some whimsical ones, yes, but a lot of them really just had the gritty textures to them, and this one really embodied that. It was a little bit of almost like a rusted blood material, it seemed like, on the camo, and some of these really do work out on a lot of the weapons, but some it's not necessarily the best looking camo on. But all in all, it is something very cool, and honestly, I would have loved to see this be released within Black Ops 2. Way back in the day, once again, it was something that maybe people thought this would be a secret camo for the campaign, a secret camo for multiplayer, but whenever it was all said and done, and now looking back at it, now 4.5 years later, it's something that this still has not been released, so it's more than likely never going to come to fruition. It's been cut from the game, it was in the game files, but never actually playable. So that is ultimately its fate. It was never meant to come to the multiplayer or single player experience, but it was there for curious little explorers in the game code to find and maybe apply on some of their weapons, and for the rest of us to maybe discover now just 4.5 years later. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I just want to let you guys know about this because, once again, I was doing some research for another video. I came across this, totally remembered it, and I thought that was something so cool when I saw this way back in the day for the first time, and figured I haven't seen really anybody talk too much about it, and I figured it'd be super cool to bring you guys something that's been lost in Call of Duty history and you might not ever know about. So that said, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Quick little video here at this one. Leave your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this camo? Do you guys wish it would have come to the game in Black Ops 2's heyday, or do you not necessarily care that it has actually been cut from and forgotten from Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and its history therefore since then? So love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty, Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, COD 2017, and maybe ever so often a Black Ops 2 video here and there. So if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below if you guys want to toss a follow. And finally, if you guys want to check out either two videos on screen right now, one will take you to a look into the idea of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and one will take you to a video on the most recent Infinite Warfare updates and perhaps what it did to a gun to make it way too overpowered. But all in all, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys later. My name has been Espresso. Take care and peace.